I dramatically improved the clear speed of this build in the stream last night. We're now using shield charge to dash around extremely quickly. This will also sometimes prime enemies for stun, which means we don't even have to leap slam, saving us a bunch of time. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I upload a lot of content to help you guys out. And if you want to help the algorithm, like and comment as well. I'm live right now at twitch.tv/screamheart, so you can either come chill with me or ask me some questions. Either way, thanks for watching, and let me get into the details. So as per usual, last night on the stream, I ended up doing some adjustments to the build, and of course I liked them, so I felt the need to upload a video. So first off, I've been using my shield charge to pretty great effect, dashing around, and I ended up moving my martial tempo to this because I just really like the quick movement from it. You also might notice that I don't have any mana right now, and this is optional. Depending on your personal setup, you may want to run blood magic because it's just not worth the commitment to the mana. In the video I uploaded yesterday, I had mana and it worked out in my version of the build at the time. But what I decided I wanted to do was run different gems in my hammer, and these gems cost a lot more. So if my hammer costs enough, it's not worth it for me to try and get my maximum mana to that point. So instead I opted for blood magic. Now ironically, I dropped the cost of my hammer to 400 in the meantime, so I could probably swap back now. But it really just depends on your personal setup. But I also personally wanted to lean into jewels a little bit and increase my bleed chance. So I was already here and I was like, why not? Another thing I changed since yesterday's video was I put in Grim Feast. This was something I actually intended to have in the build in the first place, but for some reason I overlooked it. But this will make it to where you can overflow your energy shield and get even more by killing enemies, so it's really nice. It will really increase your survivability when you're clearing mobs. I also wanted my Mace Strike to just absolutely stun bosses, so I made sure to get damage gems in every single slot or things that increase my stun buildup. So I've got Close Combat, Heft, Bloodlust, Overpower, and Ruthless now. I figured I'm mostly going to be using it for bosses, so this works here. I'm going to be bleeding them with my hammer, and then this will allow this to do even more damage. Just in case you guys are curious where my current tree is, this is what it looks like. So I'm grabbing the most useful things nearby right here for my energy shield. I'm moving over. I'm still grabbing this because I need the attributes. I'm always hurting on attributes when I'm running the non-vertex version of the build. This one gives attack speed, but again, the dex attributes, I just really need the attributes. I'm going pretty far up this way because I'm getting both of these jewel slots, and I'm also getting the faster recharge. I kind of just like my shield recharging quicker. I went ahead and opted back for these points here, mostly because I wanted to get the additional bleed chance. And this was a way to get the bleed chance and still get some of my energy shield. Again, prioritizing attack speed and the jewel slots. I ended up having to pick up a bunch of strength here, unfortunately. And again, more bleed. So the bleed on my hammer is actually 71% chance without having any gem in it that's giving me a chance. So I'm almost guaranteed to get a bleed off, especially when I do a wombo combo on the boss and I use my Seismic Cry. It's gonna aftershock anyways, so one of those is bound to bleed. And actually, since rare mobs die so easily, there is one change I'm gonna actively do right now in the video. I think I'm gonna consume enemies' broken armor to do 50% more damage. And I'm gonna put this in instead of Rage Forged because this one requires Rage to get the damage anyways. So now, we still have a requirement, but we have a 50% more instead of 35% more. It is less likely we're going to end up using this one, but on a boss, we're almost always going to be able to use this. So make sure you've got your armor breaker and your totem and use that regularly if you're trying to use this one. Now, I can't emphasize enough how much better this version is, so let me just go ahead and show you instead of talking about it.